Hi all. Today we're going to cover creating outlines in GIMP. So we're going to start this off by hitting File New and creating a brand new image. We're going to make this 512 by 512. This is going to be filled in with a sample charcoal looking background. We're going to start off by creating a brand new text. We're just going to call this sample text. Going to hit Control A to select all of it, and we're going to reduce the size so it's kind of not going off the edge of the screen. And we're going to place this in the middle by coming to the image, guides, and new guide by %. We're going to make this vertical at 50%, so it's just kind of aligned. If you're not familiar with using guides, I'm going to put a link down below for using guides. We're going to select the move tool and just simply move this to the center. And we're going to start off by, renaming this text layer to text sample text. I like to prefix my layers with text or whatever they happen to be, so I know exactly what it is. So this sample text layer, we can see that it's white and there's black behind it. If we would hide this background, we can actually see the transparency. The checkered grays represent there's no background. And essentially what this means is that within this text we have transparency. And we can actually make use of this transparency. So we're going to come over to this text layer that we created. We're going to come down to the alpha to selection option. And what this is going to do is it's going to place a checkered box around every single pixel that does not have transparency. In fact, we can kind of see here that there's a caterpillar. This was not selected. But this gives us a pretty solid approximation for our potential text. And we can actually move upon or use this with another combination. Going up to the top left in our select options, we can make use of this by going to grow. Grow essentially is in pixels, and it grows the selection by that amount of pixels. So we're going to start off by making this 4. And what this is going to do is it's going to expand the outline that we had around these characters. So as you can kind of see, all of these are now outlined by a little caterpillar dotted line. And now we can actually make use of this for putting an outline behind it. So we're going to come over to the layers panel, and we're going to create a new layer. This is going to be called text sample text outline. And we're going to move this underneath the text layer. And we're going to come over to our color selector. We're going to make a brand new, pick a random color. Let's just choose something kind of bluish, kind of a little bit favored towards blues. And we'll just change this to kind of a cyan looking blue. We're going to come to the bucket tool, and we're simply going to click inside any of the selected areas. And as you can see, we have now created an outline. And this outline is extraordinarily simple to create. If we hide our layer, you can kind of see that all of our text layer, you can kind of see that all of this was just filled in with blue. So now we have created an outline for very little effort that is perfectly mathematically correct for outlining our characters. And we can take this even a step further. So we're going to come over to our layers panel. We're going to call this image box. And we're going to move this underneath. And we're going to come over to the rectangle select tool, and we are simply going to make a rectangle and fill this in with the white coloring we had. So now we have a white box. I'm going to come over to the layers option and do crop to content. That way we can actually remove, if we don't do that, you can kind of see this yellow line. This is the boundary of the entire thing. This is just the selection we have. If we happen to move this, you can see the white outline or the white selection that exists that's moving around. The entire layer is technically 512 by 512, and we just want this little square. So we're going to come over to layer, crop to selection. Actually, we'll just crop to content. It's a little bit more accurate. And we're going to actually remove this selection for the time being, just so we can kind of go through the steps again. And we're going to move this to the center, and then we're going to go through alpha to selection. This one is less of a complicated object, and you could technically select this with the box. But this follows the same principle where we can just do select, grow. We'll increase the pixel amount by 6 instead of 4. We'll create a brand new layer. We'll call this image box outline. Move this underneath our layer that we're outlining. Change our color fill to the blue we were using prior. Hit Shift B, which is going to select our bucket tool. And we can just simply click inside of it and it outlines the box. And you can use this for very complex shapes. If you have a PNG, you can actually use this outline, which PNGs typically have alpha channels. You can use this to select the outline of the PNG layer you're happening to use, and you can increase the outline you can increase the selection of the transparency so you can outline entire PNGs. For far more complex objects, more than just a box or text. But this is an extraordinarily effective way to be able to outline various objects that you want within your image. So I hope this helps, and good luck in the future of your GIMP creations. Cheers!